What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with a brand new episode of the SFL. That is right, the Smallz Football League. Apologize for the delay in SFL episodes this week. Life has been lifing, as they say, but we are back here in Week 13 taking on the St. Petersburg Manatees over in the AFC South, and that means that we also take on subscriber quarterback Nick Snow and subscriber strong safety W. Mans. And the Manatees here at 6-6 fighting for their playoff lives on the outside looking in if the playoffs started today. And just getting a quick gaze here at their team stats, kind of mid, I would say, in all the major categories. They do stop the pass pretty well, only allowing 199.8 pass yards per game. They're going to need it today, taking on the SFL's best passing team, the Tuscaloosa Terminators, 284.4 pass yards per game. We are the best, and the Manatees also dead last in stopping the run, allowing 118.8 rush yards per game. Maybe J.J. Huntington and Mr. Tubby McDouble could have a breakout game today. I know those guys sure need it. So in today's episode, guys, we have, again, 9 new subscribers joining the SFL, increasing our grand total to 163 subscribers in the league. That's right, if you're new, we have 163 subscribers as created players in this league. Make sure to get in on the action by subscribing to this channel because no one is doing what we're doing here on YouTube. You can bet your bottom britches on that.
What?
So we'll definitely take a look at those 9 new subscribers and see what they're all about. And then we'll also check out the playoff picture and see who would be in and who would be out if the SFL playoffs started today. We got a lot to get into today. Cue the intro, man. And as always, guys, if you would like to join the SFL as a creative player, check the pinned comment down below. It's got all the information I would need to add you into the league next episode. Also, feel free to check out the official SFL Discord. Link is also down there in the description. It's a good time. We got about 60-some members in there now, and I just keep track of all the stats, the schedule, the standings. We got general chat, and it's a nice place for all of our SFLEs, so to speak, to come together and talk that SFL crap. But new halfback here on the San Jose Industrials, submitted by our own corner on Tuscaloosa, Amari Taylor. We have Mr. Grayson Martinez. So shout out at Andrea Salinas 8495 for making this entry here. Grayson is 6'2", 200 pounds out of Texas Tech. He is an elusive back with really just incredible carrying and ball carrier vision. Like, this guy is not going to fumble the rock. Yeah! He's going to be able to find the lanes. He's going to be able to find the creases. You know, not the fastest running back in the world, but really 89 speed is still really good. But what he may lack in the speed department, he makes up for that jukeability and that elusibility. Not sure if either of those two are even words, but what I'm saying is my man's got 94 juke moves. So joining a bevy of subscribers here now on the San Jose Industrials, and welcome to the league, Grayson Martinez. We got a new wide receiver joining quarterback Chase Kaiser on the Providence Red Raiders, who you will see in a moment if you're not in the Discord and didn't see it already, are doing very, very well this season. So we got new wide receiver here, Zane Wolf. So shout out at Winter Nisley down there in the comments. Really hope I said that name correctly. And if I did, I'm giving myself a pat on the back. And if I didn't, I will retract that pat. But Zane here, deep threat, 6'1", 190 out of Toledo. Shout out to Ohio. That's where I'm located at. A deep threat, it says, but really he excels more in the intermediate part of the field. I mean, not a bad deep route runner by any stretch of the imagination, but really he's going to be getting open in like crossing routes and in routes and out routes, you know, 10 yards downfield, 15 yards downfield, stuff like that. And also very fast with the 94 speed. Zane is only the 2nd subscriber to join the Providence Red Raiders, who are again, you'll see, doing very well. So I don't often get to highlight this team, but I really like getting Tampa Bay Buccaneers vibes. And if you didn't not know, I made all 32 of these teams. Go check out the first video in this playlist if you want to see them all. But Zane here should be a great addition to the already good Providence Red Raiders. And welcome to the SFL, Zane Wolf. Montana Mountain Lions already had 6 subscribers, and they are adding 2 more today. So first up here on the docket is a new left outside linebacker, Tavarius Lee. So shout out at Torch Cole Jr. down there in the comments for making this entry here. 6'7", 230 out of Penn State. Gave him the Abdul Carter type of build. Hopefully minus the feet, or the foot, I should say, of Abdul Carter. But Tavarius here is just crazy fast with the 95 speed, and finesse moves are on fire with 93 finesse moves. Just like Abdul Carter, man, he's going to be a threat coming off of the edge, and can also tackle pretty good as well. You know, not like the most dominant tackler in the world, but 82 is nothing to scoff at. But he is really a finesse rusher by all definition. And welcome to the SFL and the Montana Mountain Lions, Tavarius Lee. And then we got Tavarius's twin brother here, another brother combination in the SFL. We got tons of them. So we got Mr. Ajante Lee joining subscriber wide receiver Christian Bangle and Chris Godwin. So a very, very good receiving room here, I would say. So shout out at Torch Cole Jr. for making this entry as well. And Ajante is 6'7", 226 pounds, also out of Penn State. And he is a deep threat who is very, very physical. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like a DK Metcalf type of player, especially with the size. I mean, Ajante is actually bigger than DK Metcalf, but 92 speed, a very sure-handed catcher with 88 catching. Deep route is on fleek at 89 deep route running, and also very agile as well. Doesn't show strength for some reason for receivers, but I know I made his strength like 95. So yeah, definitely getting DK vibes, I would say. And Ajante here, sure to help the Montana Mountain Lions receiving room. So welcome to the league and to the Lions. And then opposite side of Tavarius Lee, we got another edge rusher here joining the Mountain Lions, and that would be Jacob Miser. So welcome to the league, my good sir. Jacob is 6'9", 269 pounds out of Benedictine College. Got the DeMarcus Ware type of build, so shout out to D Ware here. Very, very good player. And so is Jacob. I mean, 90 speed, 95 tackling, and really equally good in both power and finesse moves. They got him labeled as a power rusher, but I mean, he's really like a hybrid. He can do it both. He can do both, you know, and playing alongside Tavarius Lee and then Jacob Miser on the right and the left sides. I mean, watch out QBs when you're playing the Mountain Lions. You might have your hands full in the backfield. So welcome to the league, Jacob Miser and all the other subscribers joining the Mountain Lions. And then we got 3 new subscribers joining our division rival, Savannah Spirits, who are also doing pretty good. They're in the playoff mix. You guys are going to see that in a minute when I show the playoff picture, but these entries were submitted by one of our channel members, a family member of his. So this is going to be submitted by at JRay24, and you guys should go check out the channel memberships, man. We got 6 channel members now, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. You get a bunch of cool perks by being a member on this channel. You know, obviously early access to videos, but you also get Superstar or Superstar X Factor development to your player, depending on what tier you sign up for. You get member shoutouts, you get moderator status in the Discord, so it's only like $2-3 a month, and go check them out. But anyways, not to get on that tangent, we got Avery Miser here joining the Spirits, left outside linebacker, and she, that is right, the ladies welcome in the SFL too. She is 6'9", 226 pounds out of Benedictine College, and she is a speed rusher as well. I believe it said, yes, a speed rusher, 89 tackling, so very, very sure tackler, but 90 speed to go along with 90 finesse moves. Did we play the Spirits twice already? I sure hope so, because I would not want to go up against the squadron of subscribers they already have, and now Avery Miser. Like, we would not have a good time, and we may end up seeing them in the playoffs. Who knows? But yeah, 90 speed, 92 finesse moves, and then don't sleep on her as a power rusher as well. 80 power moves, and then very, very smart in that linebacker position with 92 play rec. So welcome to the league, Miss Avery Miser. And then, of course, opposite side of Avery on the right side, we got Grayson Miser. So yeah, like I said, don't want to have to go up against the Spirits again. And boy, I love that purple and green sleeve combo with the purple and black glove. That is pretty slick, if I do say so myself. And I do, because I created this player. So yeah, I definitely say that. But Grayson is 6'8", 281, also out of Benedictine College, and really good stats all around. Again, these edge rushers are just so quick. These ones joining the league today. Another 90 speed edge rusher with 89 finesse moves. Grayson, not the most powerful chap in the world, but what he lacks in true power, he makes up for in athleticism. So 89 finesse moves, 84 block shedding, and then guess what? When he gets home to a running back or a QB or something like that, 90 tackle, you are probably going down to the turf, I would say. So welcome to the league and the Spirits, Grayson Miser. And then rounding out the defensive line, we got JJ Miser, new D tackle here on the Spirits. So JJ is 6'8", also 281 out of Benedictine College. And this lad here, this young man, this kind sir, is true power incarnate. Strong as an ox with the 94 strength. He is not a finesse rusher at all. He is just going to bowl you over and push you back until he gets that sack on the attack. Going to have you seeing black when you're on the turf. That's not whack. Freestyle is about to be going.
Nice rhyme.
Mixtape dropping never, but JJ here, 93 power moves. So very strong, and can also shed blocks. If he's not getting to the quarterback, he's getting to the running back, and he is definitely going to help elevate the Spirits, as are the other two Miser subscribers. So welcome to the Spirits and the league, JJ Miser. And then last but not least for today's entries, joining the team that we just beat last episode, the Portland Lobsters, we got our second kicker in the SFL. First kicker is, of course, on my team, the Terminators. That would be Corey Booter. But now we got Kaboom Stick 3. I mean, if that's not a kicker's name, I don't know what is. Kaboom Stick 3, 6'6", 280 out of FIU. I normally make all the new subscriber entries like mid to low 80s, but I gotta show love to the kicker because we do not get too many of them. 99 kick power, 99 kick accuracy, 80 awareness, putting him at a 91 overall. You might as well call him Mr. Automatic, and he is the #1 ranked kicker in the league. How about that? So I had to show some love to the kickers. Like I said, we don't get too many of them. And welcome to the Lobsters and the league, Kaboom Stick 3. And we'll get a quick look at the playoff bracket, see what's going on here. First time seeing this season, and I think next episode I'm gonna do a small special episode just dedicated to highlighting all the stats. I know a lot of people ask me about stats and like where their player stacks up, and I do show that sometimes, but now that we got so many subscribers and we got like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 joining each episode, I gotta find a way to keep these videos semi-reasonably short. They're already long as heck anyways, so I think next episode we're gonna do episode dedicated to stats. But taking a look at the playoff picture over in the AFC, yes, you are seeing it correctly. Providence Red Raiders in the AFC East are the #1 seed as of right now. So shout out to the Red Raiders. I knew they were good, but I was not expecting #1 seed for them. So they are doing their thing. And then we also got the #2 Portland Destroyers taking on the #7 Montana Mountain Lions. Again, this is if the playoff started today, so still 6 games left to go, but this is how it looks right now. So #2 Destroyers taking on #7 Montana Mountain Lions. We got the #3 Boulder Rockies in the AFC South taking on the #6 Memphis Suns. So a little division matchup would take place there if the playoffs started today. And then we got the #4 Louisville Fighters in the AFC North and the #5 Portland Lobsters. So that is how the AFC is looking. And then over in the NFC, hold your applause. Please hold your applause. I know. #1 seed as of right now, your very own Tuscaloosa Terminators. How about that? We did not even make the playoffs in season #1, and we have turned it around, and as of right now, we are the #1 seed, but got to make sure we keep taking care of business because we got some teams on our heels, like the #2 seeded Salem Steelhawks. Tied, the record is tied. Our record and their record, both 9-2. So a loss by us today, Steelhawks could be number 1 seed. But we got the number 2 Salem Steelhawks taking on the number 7 Oklahoma City Eels, also in our division. We got the number 3 Rochester Rebels in the NFC East taking on the number 6 Savannah Spirits, also in our division. So 3 teams from the NFC South right now representing in the playoffs. And then the number 4 seed Grand Rapids Lightning taking on the number 5 seed Fort Worth Rough Riders. So they're kind of slipping. They were the best team in the SFL for a while, the Rough Riders, that is. Still in the playoffs, though, but they gotta be careful. So this is how the teams are looking in the playoff hunt. But as I said, 6 games left to go. Anything could happen, and everybody is still mathematically involved in the playoff hunt. First time taking on the St. Petersburg Manatees, so we got to get a look at their uniforms. Here are the aways that they will be rocking today, and like I said, I made all 32 of these teams, so go check them out. First video in the playlist. And there is the homes, got the green and gray combination, really digging that. And then it also says St. Pete, I believe I put there on the helmet on the left side. And then, of course, we got the Caribbean Seas. I really like that with the sea blue, green combo. It's very fresh. All these uniforms are fresh. Big fan of them, but I should be because, like I said, I made them. But taking on the Manatees, if you guys are fired up for this SFL series and you're loving this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let's get on down to Skynet Superfield in Tuscaloosa and get ready for the game. There is your SFL leader in passing yards as of right now. It's a tight race. We got 4 or 5 subscriber quarterbacks all kind of right there in the mix. But Drew Thompson on the Terminators is the number 1 player as of right now. Will he sustain that crown today? Will he have a good passing attack against one of the better passing defenses in the SFL? I don't know, and we're going to have to wait to find out because we are going to be kicking the ball off to the Manatees first. Here is Nick Snow, 2,500 yards, nice 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio, 20 TDs to 10 interceptions. We're going to be looking to run that number up, and last episode, our defense played amazing against the Portland Lobsters. Dare I say, best defensive showing that we've had on this team. And I would love nothing more than to duplicate those efforts. And Brandon Moore was right there in coverage, and he was able to catch whoever that was. I'll show the Manatees players. Oh, it's OBJ. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll show the offense and defense here in a moment. Gotta definitely get some gameplay in for you guys because, these intros with all 163 of our subscribers starting to get pretty long. But you know what? I love it. Wouldn't have it any other way. So we'll use her up on TJ Huntington, our linebacker, and gonna be playing some coverage there on Tony Pollard. Oh my God, busted coverage. It's up to John Kraft, and he was able to stop Jake Ferguson, the tight end. I don't know what happened there in coverage, but I did not like any of it. I thought that was gonna be maybe a house call. I didn't see John Kraft was kind of on the logo there, so that pink blended in with the logo. So I didn't see him at first, but nonetheless, great hookup from Nick Snow to Jake Ferguson. And we'll get a quick look at the Manatees offense here. Of course, Nick Snow, subscriber quarterback on this team, and they got Tony Pollard and Brian Robinson Jr. A little 1-2 punch there in the backfield. Alec Ingold is the fullback. Justin Jefferson, yay. 99 rated overall receiver. It's going to be tough to guard him. Gabe Davis and, of course, OBJ. We just saw him make that catch. But yeah, did not know they had Jay Jettas. I know they have Jake Ferguson because he just torched us. And also Jonathan Drew, not a subscriber, just a little auto-generated guy. Tristan Wirfs, one of the best left tackles in the business. Quentin Nelson, one of the best left guards probably of all time. Luke Fortner is their center. Right guard is Robert Hunt. And right tackle is another auto-generated guy, Keelan Johnson. This Manatees team, they may be 6-6, but just looking at the weapons they have, they could be a sneaky good team, man. Gonna have to really be on our P's and Q's, probably getting the gamer stance here. That's a give to Tony Pollard, and Pollard making moves, getting to the second level, and he was chased down there by subscriber safety Brandon Moore, but not before he gashed us for a big gain of 16. Yeah, I don't like this so far, guys. I do not like this at all. See if maybe Johnny Waters or somebody can get in the backfield. Delayed give to Pollard, but I mean, there was just Terminators players everywhere, and they were probably all subscribers. We have the most
Yes.
subscribers in the league, I believe. It's a tie between, or it's a toss-up between us, the Spirits, maybe the Sharks, because they got a whole family of subscribers. There's Pollard, and he was not able to get anything going as John Kraft made initial contact. Big 3rd and 9 coming up for Nick Snow and the Manatees. Let's just play good man coverage. I feel really good about man. And we'll use her up on Johnny Waters, see if Pollard stays back there. He's not gonna. Oh, come on, TJ Huntington. Put your hands up, and you might have had an interception, but instead it is Jake Ferguson hauling in the catch. And I don't like this St. Pete team so far. I got to be honest. All right, Tony Pollard is pretty much uncovered, so maybe I'll have Kilgore, our defensive end, drop out into coverage, and it's a big sack by Austin Kringle. He had one last week as well. And he is really starting to make his presence felt after really not doing too much in Season 1 of the SFL. Man, he is starting to put it together in Season 2. And I love it because Austin Kringle was one of our original subscribers on this team here in this season. So really happy for him. And that will put Nick Snow in a tough 3rd and 15. It's a delayed give to Pollard. Kind of scared me there for a minute. But he is going to be well short of the sticks. And that should bring in Nick Folk, and I will certainly take 3 as opposed to 6. Nick Folk lining up for the kick. Can we get a little block kick animation from Bradbury? We are not going to be able to, and Nick Folk does put it through. So mission kind of accomplished, holding them to 3. But I will say the Manatees and specifically Jake Ferguson and a little Tony Pollard in there from time to time, they really looked good on their first drive. So got to make sure that that does not become a trend in this one. Jaden Taylor trying to get a good kickoff and only going to get it to the 28. As I said, your SFL leader in passing yards at 3,100, almost 3,200, and the touchdown interception ratio is starting to look much better. I was a little worried about it. It was kind of starting to, trend in the wrong direction there for a little bit. But looking pretty good now. And also looking pretty good is Jake Powers on possible single coverage. So we'll have to see what W. Mans does. We'll just go underneath to Ty Huntington. Safe little option there. Jake Powers, we know that he can moss people one-on-one. We know he's 6'8", but I'm not going to pass up a little easy gimme there. Seeing one of our other really great subscribers, Ty Huntington, more or less uncovered. So that will make it 2nd and 3. And as I mentioned, this Manatees run defense on paper anyways is not very good. And I mean, they had a chance to get J.J. Huntington in the backfield. Trenton Simpson did. But J.J. was still able to get the first down. And that may be the way that we win this game today. Let's go ahead and test that theory, shall we? It's Tubby McDouble, who had a great game last week. And I mean, turning nothing into something. No gain is probably the best thing that could have happened on that play because Tubby was going backwards, and Tubby's a big dude. You never want him going backwards. You only ever want him going forward. So that kind of unfortunate there. Good run defense by the Manatees, and that will make it 2nd and 10. Little play action, roll out here, and there's Scooby. That's, oh my God, almost intercepted by Chris Boswell. Not sure what I was seeing. I was seeing ghosts, apparently, on that one. Okay, so not the best start to this drive here. I see Jake Powers pressed, but depending on what that safety does, we got W. Mans over there on the other side. And, oh, yeah, I don't like it. I do like Damon Cody, and that is intercepted. That one got away from me. It is W. Mans, subscriber, strong safety. I was targeting Damon Cody. And I don't think it was the worst read in the world, but that was definitely not a good pass there by Drew Thompson at all. And we turn the ball over on our opening drive of the game. Shout out W. Mans. We don't often see subscriber defenders make great plays against us. That was a great play there. And Nick Snow has the ball right back in his hands. Play action to Pollard. Where's Snow going to go? Someone get to him. We weren't able to get to him, but almost, as we were right there waiting in the wings. Johnny Waters, the middle linebacker, was on patrol and going to limit Snow to a gain of 2. Ball is on the 45 now. Let's get a little penetration, please, from this defensive line. It's Jay Jettas, okay? Yeah, I'm going to have to watch out for Jay Jettas. We'll probably be calling his name a lot today. And he is able to pick up the first down, stopped up there by John Kraft. But man, oh man, this is not a game that we want to lose, guys. I mean, no game is, in fairness, but I'm telling you, the Steelhawks and a couple other teams are right on our heels. That's a pretty good pass completion there to Gabe Davis. That's going to make it 2nd and 6. See how Nick Snow handles the blitz here. Got to adjust this defense, man. Our linemen are everywhere, guarding all types of people the wrong way. But yeah, let's see how Snow handles the pressure. He's going to handle it wonderfully. Tony Pollard is going to get to the 2nd level, and Brandon Moore makes the tackle, but that does not bode well for us. Manatees threatening to go up 10-0. Let's see if they get this final playoff before the end of the first. Doesn't really matter if they do. Is Snow going to hike it? Looks like he is. Oh, he is. Wow. Caught me off guard. Okay. And, man, Jake Ferguson with like his 7th catch of the game. Okay, 3rd. But seems like 7. And watch out. The 6 and 6 St. Pete Manatees are driving on the best team in the SFL, up 3-0, but about to probably be 10-0. Man, do I run commit here? I'm not gonna. Maybe I could have. Oh, God, that was terrible. That was terrible. John Kraft makes the catch. Amari Taylor was out there in coverage, but we never stood a chance. I mean, you almost would have thought that I did run commit. I didn't, actually. I was thinking about it. I was teetering on doing it, but okay. Well, got to get in gamer mode here. Gamer stance mode. We haven't been down 10-0, I feel like, in quite a while. I mean, our record, as you see, we're 9-2, so it's kind of a little uncharted territory, a little Nathan Drake action, if you will. But let's roll up our sleeves and show them who the best offense in the SFL is. Start this drive off, just a little safe screen pass to J.J. Huntington. Just want to kind of see some completions. That was almost not a completion, as J.J. kind of bobbled the football, it looked like. But yeah, just want to see Drew Thompson. You know, we know that he can sling the rock. Like I said, he's stat-wise best quarterback in the league. But just want to see some things go our way here, because so far they really haven't. So we'll start here from the 34. Jake Powers, though, over there on the left side. This might just be a curl route to Jake. I feel like that could be open over there, because he is going to probably, well, I picked the wrong hot route. Dang it. Doesn't matter, as Zach Ertz, who was like our best player last week. Not really. He wasn't, but Zach Ertz had a great game against the Lobsters, and that reign of terror continues as he does pick up a nice 1st down for us. All right, time to test this run defense, which stat-wise is actually the worst in the SFL. Now, that doesn't mean anything, but there we go. JJ, breakaway speed with the jukes, and very shifty as always. That looked like not a good run defense. That was a single back wham as well, which, you know, I don't really call that. Usually I'm an inside zone type of fella. But that was a HB wham, and it worked to perfection. So very nice work. We are almost to the red zone now. Little RPO action. Yes, it's Huntington making his 2nd catch of the afternoon and picking up a healthy gain of 7. Ooh, coach says PA cross. This is the perfect time to take a shot here. Got to make sure we don't chuck our 2nd interception. But if we catch this Manatees defense napping, if they're expecting the run, this could be Ty Huntington's City, which it was going to be Ty Huntington City, but instead we are tackled there at the absolute last minute by whoever number 8 is. Matter of fact, let's go take a look at the Manatees defense so we see who the heck we're up against and playing right now. Jared Verse, okay, good play. Manatees defense is as follows. Miles Murphy on the left side, and of course, not Jared Verse. Okay, Charles O'Menihue. Jared Verse must be linebacker. They must be in a 3-4. Michael Pierce and Kadeem Sherwood. A lot of auto-generated guys here. There is Jared Verse, who's going to be an amazing player in real life, already is. Trenton Simpson and Dayon Henley are the middle linebackers. Right linebacker is Chris Braswell. Like, not the best defense, really. Christian Gonzalez, Kenny Moore, they're fine corners. Max Melton, a rookie in real life, 2-year man in this game. Tyrann Mathieu, good, but old. And then, of course, W. Mans, no introduction needed. Already has INT in this game. And, I mean, 3rd and 12, like, I might have to dip into the old bag of tricks here. I don't really like doing this typically, but we got to call something that we feel confident is going to... I'm trying to score a touchdown. No field goals here, and I'm looking for my TE attack. This might be a good time for a TE attack. Jake Powers is getting pressed, which I definitely like that. We'll see what the safety, Tyrann Mathieu... Oh, got it. Yeah, baby, come on! on, Jake. Why did you have to adjust? Oh, man, why couldn't he have caught that in stride? If he catches that in stride, it's 6. I don't know if it just was a bad pass by Thompson, but, I mean, Jake Powers, like, look at this. He won instantly on press. Who was that? Number 23, Kenny Moore. See, like I said, fine corner, but look, instantly wins. And, I mean, yeah, it was a ball was thrown a little high by Thompson. If that thing's thrown in stride, Jake Powers scores. So, Thompson, not his most accurate self in this game. Gotta kind of clean that up. But although we did not score, I'm fine with it. We got 9 yards to go to the promised land. Let's bring in Tubby McDouble, who might actually get in right there. Man, Tubby has been playing good these last couple of games. His first game introduced to the league wasn't really that good, but he is playing inspired football, and he averaged, like, what, 8 yards per carry last week against the Lobsters? It was something. I don't know if that was the exact average, but it was something. Can JJ score? Oh, change of direction. He's not in. He is. What? What happened? Somebody scooped it up. A lineman. Who was that? Was that Scoot Sanders? It was Scoot Sanders. Oh my God, our center scored a touchdown. Scoot Sanders, if you are watching, you just scored a touchdown, my friend. And I mean, like, I don't even know what that was all about. Like, I thought we were initially in with Huntington. I swore that we were, but they didn't give it to us, and then the line pushed us back. Yeah, see, get a second look right there. I'm thinking that we're in. I guess we weren't. Chris Braswell pushes us backwards, and then in comes, who is that, Trent Williams? No, Trent Brown. He pushes JJ forward. I mean, I think JJ's knee was down anyways, but is this going to stand? Are they going to review it? They are going to review it, so I might have just hyped up Scoot Sanders for nothing. Because I believe JJ's knee was down. And, I mean, I got to go freaking step outside for a minute, get some fresh air after that one. So it's not a touchdown from Scoot Sanders. So sorry, Scoot. I just hyped you up for nothing there, apparently. But come on, hopefully JJ can power this in, and he will. So all that for that. But you know what? Doesn't matter. I will take it because we do, lean the ledger a little bit more in our favor as pending the subscriber kicker Corey Booter's extra point, which is never automatic for me, but that should be. We are now within 3, and we got about 4 minutes to go until halftime. Nick Snow is perfect. Gonna go ahead and catch a little screenshot of that. Never know if that might make the good old thumbnail or not, but you guys will know watching this because it's already up there. Let's just have TJ Huntington play some drop coverage. Snow, where is he gonna go? That is what? How in the world did Odell Beckham, who's made a couple great catches? That was great blanket coverage by our defense. But that was throwback OBJ. That was retro OBJ. And this Manatees team is not playing like a 6-6 team. And as I said at the beginning of the episode, they are right there on the cusp of being in the playoffs. Oh, Johnny Waters. Oh, man, we had the pressure. But Jake Ferguson, I mean, he's number 87. Are we sure that's not Travis Kelce? Are we sure that's not Travis Kelce? Snow's at 158, a touchdown. No incompletions. Here's the game plan for our defense. We're going to need some incompletions, okay? So I don't know if that means send more pressure. We'll try that. I don't like anything about this set here. Snow going to take a sack, and he is going to be met there by a couple. That's a non-subscriber. I know Shaggy McBoomski was in there, but we also had a non-subscriber, Venzel Kilgore, who's an auto-generated guy. But number 11, Shaggy McBoomski. Shout out to the McBoomski brothers. He will get credit for a half a sack. All right, guys, at least if nothing else, we are getting some pressure in the backfield. Got a couple sacks in this one, which I do like. There's Kilgore again, but that is what we can't stop. That is what we can't stop. Nick Snow in any sort of passing attack, and Travis Kelce, Jake Ferguson. All right, well, I guess this one might be a shootout. We haven't had a shootout in a while. We've been kind of running away with ball games. We do get the ball back after halftime, so definitely going to do everything in my power to try to get the good old double dip going on. Can I have Huntington block? That's probably a good idea. Jake Powers might be in single coverage, but I just don't know if that's the way to go. We're going to go over top to Damon Cody. He had a shot. Really got to find a way to get him involved because he is superstar X Factor. And I did work him into, a couple different sets, kind of switch things around. But that was just good defense. I mean, what? I can't say anything. This is just good defense and good offense by St. Petersburg. And they're making it really, really tough for us today. There's Jake Powers, and going to be a gain of 6. Got to call a timeout, though. And also, don't want to give the ball back to St. Pete, so kind of got to pick this one up. We'll go with the trusty mesh spot. This usually bails me out in lots of scenarios, and could be Damon Cody. Really want to try to get him involved. Oh, I pressed the wrong button! Pressed the wrong button. You got to believe me. I meant to go to triangle, and I went to X, and that was nearly intercepted. I don't know if it's me or if it's Thompson. So I'll just go ahead and say we are not playing our best football today. They're going to get more points, aren't they? They sure the freak are. Wow. Manatee's giving us that business, man. Shout out Nick Snow if you're watching this. I hope you're watching this. Drop something in the comments there, man, because you're giving Tuscaloosa here a run for our money. 7 seconds, though. Got to be careful, because if this is not... Oh, no. He scored again. Wow. Oh, this is the worst we've played all season. And I don't know what Tony Pollard's doing. Something obscene there with the football, and he just runs a little wheel route and nobody was there. Nobody was there at all. All right, you know what? I'm skipping halftime. Usually I do halftime. I'm skipping halftime, and I'm locking the frick in and making a comeback. Give me one shot to Jake Powers. We've seen this happen multiple times, and all it takes, well, that's going to be underthrown. That might be PI, though, or roughing. We might get another shot at this. Okay. Are we in field goal range, though? That's the question. No. From the opponent's 40, I mean, oh, boy. We're going to go for it. Corey Booter, if you missed this, my man, don't worry. It's not on you. It's 100% on me. Got to be quiet now. Oh, God. See, I suck at kicks. Oh, come on, dude. If Pollard scores here, no.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
No. I cannot even. Oh, my God. This is the worst game of my life. This is the worst game of my life. 30-7? Oh, my God. I'll see y'all in, I just ran into... Get me out of here, man. Give me the halftime. Bruh. Okay, total of 86 passing yards for us in the first half. That's not going to get it done, but we're not going to go away from our game plan, which was running the ball on the worst run defense here in the SFL, but they're not really looking like the worst run defense in the SFL. I mean, a gain of 4, I suppose I will take that, but I was really expecting, like, huge gains downfield, and we're just not really seeing that. I'm going to put Powers on a curl, but it could be quick to McBoomski. It is quick to McBoomski, and we got to remember, Scooby is a threat out there. This game is not over. I mean, all it takes is a couple scores and a couple stops. Leading up to this game, our defense was looking rather elite, and we've looked okay at times with the sacks, but our secondary's not playing good, and we hopefully gave them a little spark coming out of the locker room. The problem is, with the score being the way that it is, we kind of can't really run it that much. Like, I would love to, but we're going to need deep presses like this. You know what? I'm going to go double streaks here to Powers and Huntington. Somebody should be open. Come on, it's got to be Powers. Drew, why are you not throwing the ball good? That was Kenny Moore who got cooked earlier. He didn't get cooked on that one. I mean, this is obvious 4-down territory. Like, nothing about it. We gotta pick this up, man. So hopefully we can do just that. Huntington tried to dive and catch it, but he wasn't able to. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Drew. They say punt it, but how? How can I punt it in this situation? Like, we got nothing to lose here. I'm gonna go mesh spot, which might be a terrible idea, but all we need is 8. I mean, come on. Surely we can get 8 yards, right? I'm going to have JJ block, and this got to be Damon Cody or somebody here. Come on, it's Cody. Get the first down. He did get the first down. Clutch. Thank you, Damon. We sure needed that. And Damon Cody does keep our drive alive. And there's that press again. Come on. It's gotta. We got it once. We were able to hook up once. Should have been a score, and I don't like that at all. Just go to Zach Ertz, I suppose. That is not what I wanted to do. And man, we are really taking a lot of time off this clock. Got to up the tempo here, boys. Got to up the tempo indeed. Maybe Huntington gets open. Maybe just Jake Powers underneath. I mean, that's good. Pick up the first down. Where were these drives in the first half? Like, I don't know. They sure weren't here. We're going to go back on the ground. But like I said, a little bit ago, a few plays ago, we're almost to the point where we pretty much got to abandon the run altogether. Not quite there yet. Tubby going to get in. Thank you. Man, Tubby has been a force these last couple of games. So if nothing else, we do put points on the board coming out of the locker room. Now, it is all up to the defense. I don't think Nick Snow has one incomplete pass. Gonna need him to have some incomplete passes. Yeah, we'll go for 2 here. Why not? We got a lot of ground to make up and not a whole lot of time to do it. Jake Powers, always coming up big on that Y stick. So it is a 16-point game. So technically a 2-score game with 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. But that's not really the problem. I put up points on this team. Like, you guys see it week after week. The problem is if we don't stop the Manatees, we can score every single drive for the rest of this game, and it won't matter because the Manatees will just continue to match us each time. All right, got to make something happen here. We're going to have TJ Huntington blitzing into the backfield. It's going to be a play-action fake, and we almost got to Nick Snow. But, yeah, he's at 227 and 3 touchdowns. So, I mean, do we got a emerging star here in the SFL with Nick Snow? I mean, he's certainly looking like it in this one here. No doubt about that. Let's have Huntington. We'll blitz into the backfield with TJ, and it's just every time receivers are wide open, or tight ends in Nick Ferguson's case, or Jake Ferguson, I mean. But this is the money play right here, man. If we can find a way to get them off of the field, big if, I know, but if we can get the ball back, I feel a lot more confident about this game. Come on, someone gets a Pollard. Herbie McMath had a shot, but the tackle was broken by Pollard. And man, oh man, we really needed that. Tony Pollard says, All right, Pollard lined up to Nick Snow's right. Ball's on the 42. Shaggy blitz. I mean, what is going on, dude? Jay Jetta's there for the catch, but Nick Snow is carving up our secondary. And as I said earlier, this is a secondary that has been playing very well. We have been getting interceptions. Our defensive line has been probably forcing a lot of those because they've been generating a ton of pressure. But our safeties, John Kraft and Brandon Moore, Jaden Taylor, Alex Powers, Amari Taylor, they've been playing good. Johnny Waters, our middle linebacker, got an interception last episode. So I don't know. We're definitely taking a step back in this one. And Pollard is also running very good too. Man, you would think that we were the worst run defense in the league, not the Manatees. We gotta hold them to 3. Where's Snow gonna go? Oh, Johnny Waters. It's if that was a cornerback, he might have been able to make a play. Johnny Waters did have an INT last week, but I mean, he's a linebacker. Like, he's not gonna be jumping up. Like, he tried. I give him credit for that. And Jake Ferguson, dude, was he in? Yeah, he sure was. And I mean, that's Doug Peterson, by the way. So this team used to be the Jags. I mean, how do we come back from this? I don't know. Yeah, this is uncharted territory for us as of late. Shout out to the St. Pete Manatees. Last play before the end of the third. Can we make it a good one? We haven't had too many good ones in this game. How about a PI, man? I saw somebody bump Scooby McBoomski. He comes down with it. He's having a quiet game by Scooby standards. Maybe get him a couple Scooby snacks in there. But Drew Thompson not throwing any Scooby snacks, so not doing him any favors. It's a 3-score game. This is going to take a freaking miracle. Let's go get it done. All right, let's do this, man. Who's going to get open for me? Probably not Scooby. I mean, he did, but it was only for a gain of 9. Why is the St. Pete team making it so tough for me, man. We're looking at their team stats at the beginning of the game. Maybe I shouldn't have said it. Maybe the Madden gods heard me, and I'm jinxing myself. But I was like, they're just kind of mid in every category, and they are. But like I said, man, give me one. It's been a great season for us so far. Everybody has a game, and for whatever reason, this just seems to be our game. Come on, throw a dime. True. JJ Huntington, what is that? What am I looking at on the screen? EA, fix your game. I mean, if we don't pick this up, it might be some quick cuts before the end of the game. That's an incomplete pass. It wouldn't have been a first down anyways, but like, dang, man. Give me a PA cross. Can I get a PA cross? If nothing else, PA cross. I'm going to run out of time here if I don't hurry up and find this PA cross. There we go. If we don't pick this up, you guys might be looking at deep into the fourth here, but let's do it. You never know. We might be able to. Huntington, please catch it. He didn't catch it because the defense from W Mans was stellar. I'm struggling to find the words here, guys. I'm struggling to find the words. St. Pete takes over, and Nick Snow looking to pile up on the stat sheet. It's 3rd and 12. We got to get him off the field here. If we want any shot to even have a chance for a miracle, like, we got to get him off the field here, and that is going to be a punt from St. Pete. So I don't know. That really wasn't the wisest choice there by Nick Snow. But I say that as my man's got like 0 incompletions. So, I mean, they are keeping the window of opportunity like it's barely cracked. Like, you can almost feel a slight breeze coming in. Just let that go, Huntington. It's not worth it. Gotta score quick and have a lot else go our way. See, I keep flirting with Powers there on the left side because they're showing me press every time. There's a nice catch and a run by Scooby. Not over yet, but it's a 3-score game. Yeah, we would need a lot to go our way. And I mean, look, again, dude, how do I turn it down? And even Huntington over there on that side, too. But it's just not hitting. It's not. Oh, Damon Cody, quick slant. Come on, catch that. He didn't. Wow. Oh, I hate to say it's over, but, like, I don't know, man. It's kind of looking that way. I'll see if maybe Powers can get this, possibly. Okay, Scooby City. There we go. Okay. Scooby making a nice catch. He's got a couple of those in this one now. Got to look to air it out here. I'm going to be looking for McBoomski or Huntington. One of these guys you would think can get open. That could be a good pass, and it was almost nearly intercepted by Kenny Moore. All right, 5.5 to go, and we can get out of this arse whooping that the Manatees have given us, and just don't even have time to try to get it to Huntington because we're almost brought down there by Jared Verse. It's 3rd and 10. We don't really have many options here. We're going to go double slant. Ball is on the 47, so we are into Manatees territory, but it's going to take a lot. I mean, this could be... I like the fact that there's no coverage guys there in the middle. That's a nice slant. Ty Huntington. Okay, let's at least make the scoreboard a little bit more respectable. We can't go out this sad because we are the best team in the SFL, although it's probably not going to be us unless the Salem Steelhawks also lose, which I have not even been looking at the ticker down there, so I couldn't tell you what's been happening in this one. A little quick RPO to Huntington, and he's going to pick up 6, but we're down under 5 minutes to play. Oh, man, dude, no, I don't want a play action at all. This is going to be a quick step drop and sling to Ty Huntington. This has got to be money. It's got to be money. Come on, baby. It's not money because they baited the crap out of me. Some would even say they're the master at baiting.
Okay.
As they have been beating me. And this is the first time we meet them. Let me just stop.
First of all,
that was going to be that down the sus road there for sure. Let's see if we can maybe finally hit Ty Huntington. Oh, it's a Christmas miracle. Huntington does catch it, and we are down to the 8. Huntington again. RPO will definitely have to go onside. Oh, they were waiting for that one, man. They were waiting for that one. Let's run a little hurry up here. I don't usually like to do that because you see why. I'm sorely messing this one up here. Quick slants. Yeah, I should have just huddled. This is why I never like to do this, because I ended up taking the same amount of time off the clock that I would have. But Powers on the slant. Defended beautifully by the Manatees. That was Max Melton. 2-year man out of Rutgers. Give me Damon Cody on the mesh spot. Can I please? Well, I mean, how do you pass up Scooby? Scooby's in. All right, here comes the onside kick. Is going to be upon us. If nothing else, we're going to make the scoreboard look a little bit more respectable. And we also got to go for 2. So is there any question? Yes, I'm running Y stick. Am I calling a coach suggestion? No. Do I care? No. Am I getting blown out? Yes. Do I care? Yes. Jake Powers, please just catch this, man. Please. That's all I'm asking. And Powers should get it wide open, man. 2 2-point conversions by Powers now. Can the Terminators get the onside kick? Probably not, but that is the question. I'll tell you what, man, we are fighting, that's for sure. Need a high kick. Come on, someone. Oh, get it, get it.
By his grace, by his grace.
Did we get it? We did get it. We got the onside kick. Oh, who was that? I don't think I've ever gotten an onside kick in Madden 25 or Madden 24. And that's why you do those high kicks there. Ball was not fielded. And who came down with that pass? It was, I have no idea who number 6 is. Not a subscriber, so I don't really care. But I mean, this game is not technically over yet. It is still a 2-score game, but touchdown and 2 2-point conversions would actually win it. Why am I still trying to go to Jake Powers? I don't know, because I don't learn from my mistakes, apparently. There's Zach Ertz. Zach, I'm trying to get out of bounds to say, well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyways, so yep, that's me just being a bonehead. Don't mind me. Gonna be Jake Powers single coverage or Scooby McBoomski, and it's gonna be Scooby McBoomski, and he couldn't catch it. Yeah, that's kind of been the theme of this game. Balls, inaccurate passes, or, you know, bouncing off the hands of receivers, one of the two. And I mean, at this point, it's about to be the 2-minute warning. Obviously, it's 4-down territory, yes. I'm probably only going to be looking for Scooby McBoomski, maybe somebody else. Oh, come on, it's Scooby. Come on, Scooby. Now Scooby's starting to heat up. Okay. And can we get a playoff before the 2-minute warning? Probably not. With the accelerated clock, no. But hold on to your britches. If nothing else, the Terminators are some fighters. We are not going out sad in this one. And we are going to fight until the absolute final whistle. And kind of the same idea, I'm thinking that mesh spot might be the call here because somebody could catch it and get out of bounds. Powers getting pressed, but he has all freaking game, and it hasn't really helped us. There's Damon Cody. Damon with room to operate. And we are into the red zone, all 3 timeouts, and we've already got an onside kick. I mean, hey, if nothing else, this is a fun and this game was a blowout, and we've only held the Manatees to 7 points after halftime. So Jake Powers, in theory, you would think that he could get open down the seam here, but yeah. Oh, it's Scooby though. It's Scooby McBoomski. He's in. Look at that, Tuscaloosa fighting back. Wow, if you turn the game off before halftime, shame on you, because you're witnessing something. I don't know what it's going to end up being at the end of the day. And you know what? We don't even really have to go onside kick now, because we got all 3 timeouts. And if they just go run mode and we stop them, I mean, maybe we should try to go onside, but no, we're not going to go onside. We're going to naturally kick it off, and we have gotten this thing all the way down to a 1-score game. Drop something in the comments if you are still watching this video, and let me know how you're feeling about this game. It's definitely exciting, and even if we lose this game, like if we would have lost the way that we were playing in the first half, I would not have felt good about it at all. But if we lose this game, I will now feel good about it, because I will know that even in our absolute worst performances, this team can always still fight and come back. And that's the quality of a championship team. Pollard, oh no, dude. I would say let him score. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Wow. So I kind of do feel a little bit worse about the game now. How does that even happen? I mean, Powers is open. You got to be kidding me, dude. You got to be kidding me. Oh my God, I wasn't even about to talk. I mean, we're now literally, this is the craziest game of all time. We're literally right back, a 1-play touchdown to Jake Powers. Like, I wasn't even talking at first, because I'm like, all right, I'll just come out, throw a couple deep bombs. If something happens, I'll chime back in. So Both teams score, and I just missed that extra point, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, thank God Corey Booter's good. But both teams score in the span of like 25 seconds, and we only this is insane, dude. This is actually insane. I can't believe it. And now we still got a chance because neither team used a timeout. Not that the St. Pete would have, but we surely would have. So now we still got a chance to do what we tried to do 20 seconds ago. I mean, we gotta guess run up the middle here, right? Like, there's no reason not to, because of course they're gonna run. So let's just send everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, John Kraft in there for the TFL. We'll go ahead and call a timeout. Guys, this is probably gonna be the longest episode ever. And I was thinking here, I'm thinking that I'm going to have to cut it, like, you know, till late in the fourth quarter or something, because I thought that it was just going to end up being a blowout. But they're probably going to go passing mode now, which, you know, I surely don't blame them at all. But, hey, maybe somebody can, or maybe not. Maybe it will be a run. It's going to be a run to Pollard. We are able to stop him. This might actually be better because now they might go run. And I really want to guess run up the middle. We're doing it. I don't care. We're doing it. I'll user up on John Kraft just in case it's not. It is. We got a chance. We got a chance. Dude, if we come back and win this game after, wow, a touchdown and a two-pointer would only tie it. So we would still have to play overtime, if you can believe that. Like, this might actually be the longest game of all time here. But you know what? It would be the most epic comeback of all time as well. So let's do it. Come on. Let's get it done. JJ, show me something on the punt return. I mean, it's decent. 52 seconds. No timeouts. Jake Powers, 11 targets, 4 receptions. That's not good, but a $121 and a touchdown. I mean, do we just do the same thing that we tried to do last time? I feel like that might not work. I'll tell you what. Okay, daggers, tight end, trips, flex here. This could be a good call, or it could be terrible. Powers is getting pressed still, but I feel like somebody... Okay, no, we're just going to go outside to McBoomski, and he did get out of bounds. Drew Thompson also now at 371 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. Okay, this might legit be Scooby McBoomski on the quick step drop and sling. It is! Scooby hangs on. Got to get up and clock this ball, man. There's no chance I'm running hurry up because I'm terrible at it. So we'll get up and clock this ball. 34 seconds. I mean, someone, you got to tell me. Drop something in the comments right now. What do you think about this game? It's absolutely insane. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And we still got a lot to go here. Need a lot to go our way, sure. But it could. Oh, it's going to. Wow. Okay. Game-ending play made by the Manatees. It was a strip fumble. It was Jared Verse. Oh, yeah, that's... Wow. So we will not get to see overtime in what I would say is the game of the year. And shout out to Nick Snow. 280 yards, 4 touchdowns, and only 1 incompletion. We got a rising star on our hands here in the SFL. 45-37 in an absolute shootout. I gotta say, that was the most fun I've had in Madden in quite a while. Now, I usually have fun in Madden. I know it's not a perfect game, but I'm not one of these EA haters. Also, Nick Snow's hair looking wild out there. I love it. But I do have fun playing Madden. I know it's not a great game. I know it's broken. But I enjoy playing it, and I hope that you enjoy watching it, which is why you're on this channel. But that was the most fun I've had in Madden in quite some time. Shout out to Nick Snow, who played great. Shout out to W. Mans, the safety, who played great, got an INT. And shout out to the Manatees for ousting the best team in the SFL. So Drew Thompson is going to remain the top passer in the SFL with 385, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. But Nick Snow, a perfect quarterback rating, 280 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an INT. Tony Pollard ran all over us, and I am extremely disappointed with our rushing attack. Now, good yards per carry average, so really I'm not disappointed in them so much as we got into a position that we seem like we get into quite often now, where well, no, that's not true. I take that back. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is we had to pass the ball. The yards per carry average was good, but it was just a small sample size. Scooby McBoomski, 11 receptions, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns. And also Ty Huntington, 7 for 52. Jake Powers, 4 for 121 and a touchdown as well. And Damon Cody, 2 for 29, but he had a couple really big catches that were actually very important. And then Scoot Sanders, our center, 4 pancakes, 0 sacks allowed, and a touchdown that got taken away from him, which is absolutely heartbreaking. Defensively, a lot of players here. Brandon Moore, 7 tackles and 1 pass deflection. John Kraft, 7 tackles, a TFL. So that was great to see. Ty Huntington, 9 tackles and a TFL. Tons of tackles all over the place. Johnny Waters had 6 tackles and 2 TFLs, so he's playing really good. Alex Powers had 4 tackles. W. Mans, 5 tackles and an INT and a pass deflection. Nice work there by the subscriber safety. Secondary, not the best performance. Jaden Taylor had 1 tackle. Amari Taylor had 2. Don't think anybody really had any crazy plays. Well, Austin Kringle had a sack. We had a couple sacks. So Austin Kringle, a tackle, a TFL, and a sack. That was pretty good. Shaggy McBoomski had a tackle, a TFL, and a half a sack. And Blake Eugene Miser had 1 tackle. He's been on a tear as of late. Kind of slowed down in this one, but great game by the St. Pete Manatees. Now let's see how all the rest of the subscribers did around the league here in week 13. Wow, and the North Carolina Flyers, who only had 1 win on the season, beat the Fort Worth Rough Riders, who are really starting to slide in playoff standings. And our brother Alex Thompson, brother of Drew Thompson, our QB, didn't really play that good. 282, 0 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Devin Fry had 212, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. But I guess it was the rushing game, maybe. Devin Fry ran 8 times for 27, and Alex Thompson ran 4 times for 21. So the North Carolina Flyers, or the Fort Worth Rough Riders, picked a really bad week to lose, as they now fall a little bit further down in the playoff seeding. Kissimmee Crocs, though, beat the Rochester Rebels. Rebels were also one of the best teams in the SFL, and quarterback Pinky Darts was able to get the best of Vanilla Vic. So Pinky Darts had 195, 1 touchdown, and no picks, and Vanilla Vic had 192, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Rushing the ball, Vanilla Vic wasn't really being a Vanilla Vic. 7 attempts for 33 yards, and then Pinky Darts, 6 for 28. And then, of course, we got Blake Altenhofen, receiver on the Crocs. Good game, as he tends to do. 8 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown. And Kissimmee Crocs now starting to get a little bit relevant in the playoff hunt, too. Battle of the 4-7 teams, not 4-7 anymore, as the Smithies get a 2-point loss to the Jersey Shore D's. D's really needed that, but so did the Smithies. And Silas Vaden had a pretty good game, though. 247, 2 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. But Lamar Jackson was, really, he didn't play that good either. I don't know what's up with the D's. They won the Super Bowl last season, and they're not playing really good this season. But, when Lamar Jackson has 3 rushing touchdowns, that is what's going to happen. Jax Vaden, 14 carries for 62 yards, no touchdowns. But Silas Vaden, from his QB position, 5 runs, 19 yards, and a score. And receiving, we have Jesse Moore, great tight end, superstar development here. 5 catches, 88 yards, so a really good game from him. And Tommy Pickle, 4 for 43. And then defensively, we got 1 on each team here. Cornerback Aiden Grau had 6 tackles and nothing else. And then, of course, we got our safety here. Ishmael Balog had 3 tackles and nothing else. So nice 2-point victory by the D's and a tough 2-point loss from the Smithies. And shout out to the Las Vegas freaking Jacks. Look, the 2 teams that only had 1 win on the season, the Flyers and the Jacks, both get convincing wins in this one. And the Las Vegas Jacks put up, what did it say, 45 points? Yeah, they're 1-10, or they were. And Drew Vincent, best game of his career. Honestly, legitimately, sometimes this man has 80, 90 yards. This time he had 298, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And Nick Strickland played okay at 242, 2 touchdowns, but 2 costly interceptions. That's probably what did him in. But Nick Strickland did score a rushing touchdown on 5 for 20. And then Drew Vincent ran 3 for 16 times. And then we got 1 receiver here. Miguel Guerrero did not have any targets. Very, very interesting. So, as I said at the beginning, there's no team that is mathematically, technically out of it. And the Jacks said, hold my beer. We're going to make something happen. A tough loss by the Sacramento Sharks. They really needed this one. and they do fall to the Sentinels 23-13. Quarterback Ashton Saber had 232 yards, a touchdown, and no picks. And then Rico Johnson on the Sharks, 184, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Dyson Frederick for the Sentinels, 18 carries for 81 yards. And then Ashton Saber, 5 for 29. Running game was not there, unfortunately, for the Sharks. Liz Marlowe, only 4 for 19. Rico Johnson ran 3 times for 18 yards, and Harley Kays did not get any rushing attempts in this one. So that is tough. Hope Kays, though, who just joined last episode, 5 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown. Pretty good stuff there. Lonnie Marlowe, 4 for 58. And we got some other ones here, too. Gerald Cole had 3 for 24. Traquan O'Neal, 3 for 24 as well, so identical stats. And Liz Marlowe, 1 catch for 16 yards. And defensively, we got tons of subscribers and looks like some pretty good performances too. So Dean Miser, 9 tackles and 2 TFLs. A really good game from him. And then Mega Low Don, 6 tackles and a TFL. Good stuff. Paige Miser, the cornerback, 6 tackles and no other game-wrecking plays. Billy Bob Joe, though, had 5 tackles and 2 pass deflections. Okay. Ollie Miser, 5 tackles and also 2 pass deflections. Nice work there. Roger Miser had 5 tackles. TJ Watt, 2 sacks. He's not a subscriber, but it's still good stats. Easton Dwayne Marlowe had 3 tackles and 2 TFLs. Nice to see the defenders getting in the backfield. That's always good. Bruce Jaws had 3 tackles. Blake Miser had 3 tackles and 2 TFLs. So lots of pressure in this one. Lots of guys in the backfield, I would say. And I know we're missing, here we go. Jalen Valentine of the Sentinels, no stats at all. So that is tough. Same with Christina Marlowe, no stats there either. So nice win by the Sentinels, tough win by the Sharks. And some things kind of shaking up here in week 13. Albany Argonauts, a much needed win. They crushed the Dakota Pronghorns. And they were also in the Super Bowl last year as well. They lost to the Jersey Shore D's. So couple former Super Bowl teams not having the best time in season number 2. But Craig Ray, 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, no picks. And Gianni Cortez, who usually plays really well, not in this one. 193, no touchdowns, and an INT. Don't see that too often with him. Bobby Donuts, he's creeping up into that top 5 rushing yards in the SFL. 22 carries, so a workload. 101 yards and a touchdown. Nice work there from Bobby. And Caleb King ran 10 times for 41, so nothing too crazy there. Gianni Cortez ran 4 times for 20. And Craig Ray, 5 for 19 and a touchdown. And then wide receiver Jeff Burke, 2 for 10 and also a touchdown as a wide receiver. And receiving, Bobby Donuts, the running back, don't often see him in the receiving game. He had 3 catches for 44 yards, so nice work. Jeff Burke had 4 for 41, so Jeff Burke had a touchdown through the air and on the ground. Hi, David Njoku, our former tight end. Just saying. Dunkin' Donuts also 2 for 21, okay? And then we got one defender here, which would be Mr. Chuck Pick, and he had a tackle and a sack, so nice work. Really nice victory by the Argonauts. They need it as they put the hurtin' on the Dakota Pronghorns. Portland Destroyers beat the Montana Mountain Lions, so Destroyers starting to separate themselves from the pack, and Dominic Young is right up there in touchdowns and yards. I believe he's second in the SFL in passing touchdowns. A really good game. 351 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns and 1 INT. And then McDonald's 10-piece, not the best game in the world, 206, a touchdown and no picks though. Caleb Small ran 12 times for 41 yards and a touchdown. Okay. McDonald's 10-piece as a QB, 5 for 25. Dominic Young, who is 38 years old, I think, 2 rushes for 9 yards and a touchdown. And then receiver Alexander Kleblek, 1 for 1 and average 1 yard per carry. Receiving, we got a bunch all over the place. Alexander Kleblek, who's having a really good season for Portland, 8 for 70, so another good game there. Christian Bangle, 4 for 39. New subscriber, wide receiver Ajante Lee, only 3 for 37, so not really a crazy game in his debut game. Gavin Goat, the superstar, tight end, 3 for 32. And Caleb Small, 2 for 10. And then defensively, we got a few here on the Mountain Lions, some new subscribers too. So strong safety King Lay, he's been around for a while here, only 7 tackles. Nothing too crazy. Augustine Miser, who was top 5 in tackles for a while, Not sure if he still is anymore. 6 tackles. Hudson Dean Miser, the corner, had 5 tackles. We just added a couple. Yeah, Jacob Miser, only 1 tackle. Okay. And Tavarius Lee, also only 1 tackle. So definitely could have used some more production there, as the Mountain Lions take a pretty tough L to the Portland Destroyers. OKC Eels beat the Portland Lobsters, so the Lobsters are on a bit of a losing streak. They just got a new channel member and superstar X Factor Tito Flames, gave him a bunch of abilities, and he had a tough one here. 225, a touchdown, and 4 INTs. He has been playing really great all season, but the game against us and then this game, not that great. Mason Buchanan, 202, and a touchdown, so just a very workman-like performance there. Graham Briner, 16 carries, 456, and 2 touchdowns. Nice to see that. Rudy Chaves on the Lobsters, who did play good against us last week, 14 carries, 434 yards. And then QB Tito Flames ran 5 times for 25, and Mason Buchanan 3 times for 12. Receiving, Ray on the Eels had 8 catches for 71 yards, so he's always playing pretty good. Nice work from Cam Williams, who was basically non-existent in that game against us. He had 5 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown, so nice work there from Cam. Rob Flames, the superstar tight end, 2 for 21, so just a pretty average game, I would say. And then Graham Briner, 2 for 15, and Rudy Chaves, 1 for 9. Okay, and defensively, Drake Bowen, he was all over the place. 10 tackles and a pass deflection. Cletus Ray, okay, the corner, 7 tackles and a pass deflection as well. So nice work there. And then Dr. Dre Harris on the Eels, only 1 tackle, but an interception. Okay, that's good. An interception and a pass deflection. And then, of course, kicker Kaboom Stick 3, only 1 field goal, and it was a short one. It was a 17-yarder, so, or no, I'm sorry, longest field goal, yeah, okay, it was 17 yards, so Kaboom Stick 3 getting some points on the board there, but yeah, tough loss by the Lobsters, and with us losing and the OKC Eels winning, puts a little bit more pressure on us in the division. Edmonton Coyotes, they needed a win. They got a win. They're not mathematically out of the playoffs yet. They're fighting and clawing their way back in, and it's crazy. Like, for the Coyotes, I feel like the games that Caden Haskins Jr. does not play great in, they win, and the games that he does play great in, they lose. I don't know if that's a thing, but anyways, only 136 yards and 1 touchdown, but I guess he did just enough of what he needed to do. Jackson Hyde, the running back, she ran really good. That is right, tons of women here in the SFL. 14 attempts for 71 yards. And then Caden Haskins Jr. ran 8 times as a QB for 51 yards. Very, very interesting. Receiving, we got a couple here on the Coyotes. So Timmy Winfield had 4 for 59. BT Millie had a touchdown, so he had 2 for 17 and a score. Trevor Gronkowski, who's a 400-pound tight end, only 1 catch for 6 yards. Wow. And also Jackson Hyde, 1 for 2. Defensively, we got a couple on both, or we got some on both sides of the ball here. So first up, who's first? Trey Vaughn, free safety. He had 4 tackles. All right. I see you, Trey. Hakeem Milton, 3 tackles and a pass deflection. So that's good from him. Cody Bricks, always having good games here. 3 tackles and a sack. So he is really putting together a pretty solid season, I would say. Bob Doodle, the linebacker, also had 1 tackle and just 1 tackle. And then Charlie Wicker, 1 pass deflection, and that is it from the Fighters. So yeah, much needed win by the Coyotes as they are trying to get back into playoff relevancy. Boulder Rockies get the win over the Silverbacks. So we now have 3 teams in this season here with only 2 wins, and the Silverbacks are one of them. And I'll tell you what, the Rockies really needed this game because they were on like a 3-game losing streak. So Lucas Thomas, 291, 3 touchdowns and no picks. Really good game. And a pretty good game, too, from Kyrie Brooks. 321, great yardage, 2 touchdowns, but that costly interception, that might have been what did it. Lucas Thomas, as a quarterback, 9 attempts, 42 yards, and a touchdown. He always is picking up good rushing stats. Bayro Brooks, only 14 for 36, but he did have 2 tackles. And then A.J. Hance on the Rockies, 11 for 31. So a lot of rushing touchdowns. A rushing touchdown from A.J. too. And then Kyrie Brooks, 3 for 17. Receiving, we got 2 on the Rockies, and a good game here from Austin Lucas. 6 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown. And then also A.J. Hance, the halfback, had 5 for 31. And then defensively, we got AJ Hall, who had a pretty good game, I would say, as a middle linebacker. 6 tackles, a TFL, and a pass deflection. You will always take that. So yeah, tough win and season by Silverbacks Nation, but a really nice, much needed win by the Boulder Rockies. And I mean, wow, just wow. Salem Steelhawks, shout out to you guys. Best team in the SFL. They pitched a shutout against the San Jose Industrials, who we do play next week. 35-0. And Cameron Moore just came to ball. I mean, 376 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no picks. And I don't think I've ever seen this from a quarterback. Jonathan Taylor, 52 yards. Ian Taliercio, though, continues to impress. 18 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown. And then new halfback Grayson Martinez, not really a great game in his debut, 13 for 34. Cameron Moore ran 4 times for 15, and then Jonathan Taylor 2 for 8. The thing is, the Industrials are a good team too, so I don't know what happened this week. They're kind of like us, they'll want to just kind of chalk it up. But JJ Redd for the Steelhawks, 4 for 61, and then shout out Joe Uno, the tight end, 4 for 31 and 2 touchdowns. Hingle McCringleberry, love the name. I'm always going to say it. Never not going to say it. 3 catches for 28 yards. Ian Taliercio on Salem, 5 for 25. And then Grayson Martinez, 3 for 12. Yeezy Fuentes, he always plays well. But I mean, when your quarterback only has 50 yards, there's not going to be much to go around. Left tackle Jerry Tress on the Steelhawks did not allow any sacks. So that's always great to see. Josh Pickney on the Industrials had 7 tackles, but no INTs or anything like that. Not Oreo, who pretty much always runs the stat sheet. 5 tackles, 3 TFLs, and a sack. You will take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Defensive tackle for San Jose, Dominic Marinai had 4 tackles. Hayden Zeig, who just joined a few episodes ago, 4 tackles and a sack and a half. Carl Snag, who also just joined a few episodes ago, he had 4 tackles. Okay. Who else? I know it's getting tough to keep up with. You guys got to give me props, man. It's getting a little tough to keep up with all these names, but don't worry, I got it. It's Oreo had 1 tackle, and I know we're missing Daniel THG. Okay, there he is. No stats. So a lot of subscribers with no stats in this one. And yeah, 35-0. We play the San Jose Industrials next week, and I'm sure they're going to be looking to rebound. Grand Rapids Lightning take care of business against the Roswell Revolution. This game had huge playoff implications, and subscribers on both teams here. Lucas Spicer, the QB, 278, 2 touchdowns and no picks. And then Noah Acro on the Revos, 194, 3 touchdowns, but 1 probably really costly interception, I would say. Lucas Spicer, as a quarterback, did run 10 times for 44, though. And then Noah Acro, 3 times for 12. Receiving, Floyd Butler, who is now one of the best wide receivers in the SFL. Go check out the Discord. He is in the top 5. 8 catches, a $142, and 2 touchdowns. Floyd, talk that smack, man, because you are definitely backing it up week after week, too. BT Taylor, 2 for 27 and a touchdown. He's got lots of touchdowns, too. And then Willie Lloyd Jr., 2 for 23, and unfortunately, no touchdowns or anything like that. And then Jarek Smith doesn't get targeted because for whatever reason, he doesn't get targeted a lot. Offensively, cornerback Jameer Juice had 5 tackles. Okay. Gio Cruz, who's been playing good as of late as well. 5 tackles at TFL, and that's it. Eli Acro, a nice game. 4 tackles, a TFL, and a sack, but just was not enough, unfortunately, for the Roswell Revolution. And who else do we got here? I know we got some other players, but doesn't look like anybody's going to have any other stats. Yeah, Mark Frazier, no stats. CB for the Lightning. So yeah, that definitely switches things up, and that was a very convincing win by the Grand Rapids Lightning. And then finally, another team that needed a much-needed victory. The Milwaukee Motors beat the lowly Juneau Snow Owls, who also only so there's 4 teams that have 2 wins. Juneau Snow Owls, I forgot about them. Milwaukee pulls it out 28-21, and Cooper Fox, who is now creeping his way up into the top 5 in multiple categories, 338 yards. Talk that smack, Cooper. I know you're in the Discord. I see you in there all the time, brother. Back it up. You backed it up this week. 3 touchdowns and a pick. And Caleb Busco, who is also, even though the Snow Owls only have 2 wins, he is top 5 in I believe, yards and touchdowns, but not a great game here. 203, 2 touchdowns, and also an INT as well. Crab Kingsley, the running back, 11 carries for 53 yards. Cooper Fox ran 6 times for 23. And then Caleb Fusco as the QB, 3 carries, 10 yards, and a score. Wow, DeMar DeRozan on the Motors, 9 catches, 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What a performance. That was good. Sam Fox, brother of Cooper, 5 for 59. All right. Crab Kingsley, the halfback, 3 for 29. Steven Carlson, real life player, by the way. Tight end here on Milwaukee, 2 for 22. And a score. Bobby Boulder did allow a sack for the Motors, only player to allow a sack on that team, but I guess it didn't matter too much at the end. Jazz Fox, the linebacker, 8 tackles and a TFL, so he was all over the place for sure. Ace Hondo, the strong safety, had 4 tackles. Iron Fox, the corner, had 3 tackles, and that's it. Myles Garrett also top 5 in TFLs. Not a subscriber, unfortunately, but still, just throwing that out there. Daedric Valentine, the D tackle, 1 tackle, and that's it. And I don't think, nobody else got any stats. So shout out to the Motors. They needed it as they get a 1-score victory over the Snow Owls. So this was a fun episode, guys. I hope you stuck around till the end. If not, you missed out, but you won't hear this anyways, so it doesn't matter because you will not be here at this point in the video. But anyways, we got the San Jose Industrials coming up in Week 14, the St. Louis Sentinels, which is the first team that we ever played in this series and beat them. They're coming up in Week 15, and then the Providence Red Raiders could be a battle of the 1 seeds on each conference, depending on what we do. But yeah, so tons of subscriber matchups coming up. Make sure you tune in because you will not want to miss it. So that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.